Ditch Witch compact walk-behind trenchers are extremely reliable, durable, and easy to use. Of all trenchers in this horsepower range, Ditch Witch walk-behinds represent the absolute best value. To get the most out of each machine, you must learn to maintain and operate it properly. Today, we'll focus on proper operation of walk-behind trenchers. This video is not a substitute for the operator's manual. Before operating the trencher, read the manual found on the machine or at ditchwitch.com. For your convenience, a complete set of Ditch Witch operator manuals can be found under the Resources tab. Proper operation, of course, means safe operation. The Resources section of our website also features an extensive list of safety guidelines that we recommend you read and review frequently. A successful job begins before you dig. The first step is reviewing information already available about the job and job site. Review blueprints or other plans. Check for information about existing or planned structures, elevations, or proposed work that may be taking place at the same time. Before you begin work, contact your local one-call representative to have underground utilities located. Your state may require 2 to 3 business days to complete the locate. Be sure to receive a locate number before beginning work. A call to the National 811 one-call service should begin this process. But remember that some utility companies do not subscribe to one call, and some locate only to the meter, so there may be lines that are not marked. The most important thing is to make sure all underground lines and cables are located and marked before operating your trencher. And if you damage a utility, call 911 or contact the utility company immediately. If you're going to be working near a road or other traffic area, contact local authorities about safety procedures and regulations. Before you can safely operate your walk-behind trencher, you must safely transport it to the site. Before every trip, inspect the trailer and tow vehicle. Securely connect safety chains and breakaway devices. Make sure lights are connected and working properly. Always use the proper hitch type and size, and make sure the tow vehicle is rated for the weight of the trailer and equipment. If the vehicle is not large enough for the load, you can lose control of the vehicle. Distribute weight properly on the trailer. 10 to 15% of total trailer weight, which is the weight of the equipment plus the trailer, must be on the tongue to help prevent trailer sway. Always use proper restraints and binders to tie equipment down, even if you're traveling only a short distance. Ditch Witch walk-behind trenchers have heavy-duty tie-down points on the front and rear of the machine. Always load and unload the trailer on level ground. Attach the trailer to the vehicle before loading or unloading. To load your trencher, first pull the boom control to raise the digging boom, but keep it as low as possible. Move the trencher to the rear of the trailer or truck and align it with the ramps or the center of the trailer bed. Slow the engine to low throttle. Slowly drive the unit onto the trailer or truck, digging boom first, until the tie-down position is reached. On a tilt bed trailer, expect the bed to tilt. Push the boom control to lower the digging boom if space allows. Turn off the engine, close the fuel shutoff valve, and engage the park brake. Secure the trencher at indicated tie-down points. To unload, first lower the ramps and/or unlatch the tilt bed. Remove the tie-downs, start the engine, then disengage the park brake. Pull the boom control to raise the digging boom, but keep it as low as possible. With the engine at low idle, slowly back the unit down the ramps or bed. Trencher controls are easily reached from the operator's station. This is where you should stand when operating the machine. Now let's go over some basic trencher functions and features. The speed direction handles control the ground drive and steering. Each handle operates one track or wheel. The boom lift control raises and lowers the digging boom. With the optional selector valve in the lowered position, the digging chain control causes the digging chain to turn. Ground drive and attachment controls should return to neutral when released. Now, before you even start the trencher, there are some important steps to follow. First, Make sure you always wear personal protective equipment, including hard hat, gloves, and safety glasses. Do not wear jewelry or loose clothing that can catch on controls. Locate and understand all warning labels on the equipment. Check the digging chain and teeth. Avoid using badly worn teeth or a chain not at the proper tension. Make sure all signs, guards, and shields are in place. Trenching with all Ditch Witch walk-behind trenchers is identical. Before starting, all controls should be in the neutral position. The parking brake should be engaged, and the fuel shutoff valve should be open. Move the throttle to 1/4 open. Engage the choke. Turn the ignition switch to start the engine. Once the engine starts, disengage the choke. Once the machine is started, if you notice any leaks, do not attempt to use your hands or any part of your body to locate leaks. Release the park brake by moving it to the left. You may need to move the speed direction handles a little to release the brake. Drive to the starting point. Position the trencher in line with the planned trench. Move the throttle to half open. Push the boom control to lower the digging boom to just above the ground. Push the digging chain control to dig position. The digging chain will begin to move. Increase the engine speed to full throttle. Slowly lower the digging boom to the desired trench depth and move the speed direction control to the desired speed. Remember that trenching direction is toward the operator. When the trench is complete, release the speed direction controls. Move the throttle to half open. Raise the digging boom to the top of the trench. Release the digging chain control. Raise the boom for transport, but keep it low, and drive away from the trench. Here are some other important guidelines to follow when operating your walk-behind trencher. When trenching or getting the trencher into position, avoid making sharp turns. While trenching, try to match the required ground speed with the soil conditions, using only enough to move the machine ahead with each rotation of the tire. After trenching, the optional backfill blade can be easily attached to move spoils into the trench. If an object becomes lodged in the chain, move the digging chain control to neutral and raise the boom slightly. Reverse the chain direction. If the object must be removed manually, turn the engine off first. Keep everyone at least 6 feet away from the digging chain when it is engaged. There is no reason to be close to a moving digging chain. Trench sides can cave in near the digging chain. Avoid operating on slopes, but if you have to, keep the heavy end of the machine facing uphill. Travel only straight up and down a hill, never across. Allow the engine to cool before refueling. Keep the gas can away from the battery and hot parts on the engine. Tree roots or other underground obstructions can cause the trencher to kick up or down, so hold the controls lightly. Again, keep everyone at least 6 feet away from the digging chain during operation. The most important component for safety on any job site is you, the equipment operator. It is your responsibility to make sure the equipment is ready to operate properly. Contact your local Ditch Witch dealership if you have any question about operation, maintenance, or equipment use.